DSG's in an interesting position because they looked like Steel provided them a lot of foundations as far as how they wanted to play. But even before Steel, they were kind of an individualistic team where it was individual players making plays, whether it be like walking through smokes, getting a good timing. They kind of set themselves up in a good position to like essentially catch you off guard.
I think we played them, the 2 times we played them with 2 different lineups. So the third time we played them, we're going to play them with we played them with 2 lineups, and this is going to be the 3rd lineup we played them with. So, I mean, they're also like a good team, but I think they're struggling too. You see multiple teams in this league that are very good struggling. It's just some teams accelerate faster than others, and if you make a roster change or just something happens with the team that slows you down, people are going to pass you. But as far as TSM, I mean, we had some really good games. The first BO3 it went to 3 maps. The second one was super close on the second map, so I expect another like really good match. I mean, they're probably going to be fighting for our life.
I think against individualistic play, it comes down to whether or not we're reading into it and looking to punish it. I think that's something that teams can lack. I think like old phase when Corey and Baby Bay were together, like they played a very similar to the 2 teams, like Turtle Troop and Disguised.
Yeah, I mean, I think when we played Corey, he's had really good games for us, so I know he is on Sova now, so I mean, all those guys over there are good players, right? They all got some experience too, and it's not their first rodeo, so I think they'll be prepared, and they may have to do some role changes, but I think like any team, you're going to have to do role changes for us too, other teams switching stuff up at times, so I think it'll be a good matchup. It's our 3rd time playing them now with our 3rd roster, so we're hoping this 3rd time's a charm that we can take them down. But yeah, I think it's overall going to be a good match, and seems like there's more on the line for them than us, but at the same time, we've been on a losing streak here, so we're definitely not going easy, and just like all this last match, no big deal, right? This is a big confidence booster for us going into relegation that we can just show who we are and clap some cheeks.
I think this roster has a lot to grow as far as potential. Like, we've always had high potential. I mean, a lot of these rosters have had high potentials. It's just a matter of getting out of it what you can, growing at like an expected rate. We definitely have seen some stumbles, but it also means that with our losses, like our disappointment wasn't like we're a bad team, like that's why we're disappointed. The disappointment came from we're so close to where we know that the team should be and where the team can be, and that disappointment weighs a lot more, and like you can see it taking a toll on the players.
The DSG support is huge. It's just we've been struggling the last 6-7 matches, so it's been a compound interest of us getting beat down. So really just getting a win right here for our spirits will be massive. It's been like month and a half, 2 months without a win, so the stuff you don't like to see. But when we're making roster changes and trying to develop a roster, it just sometimes you're gonna trip and fall, right? So just how we get back up and how we deal with ourselves will ultimately determine our future and what happens.
Regardless of the result, I have to be happy with the growth of the team, even though sometimes I think fans may look at like wins, losses, or like individual performances. I think there's a lot more that goes into the team. So whether it seems like we've taken a gamble on a player or we've taken a risk going in a certain direction with the team, we've done it as a team, we've done it with a clear plan, and whether we win or lose, like it's something to learn from before playoffs or before relegations. Like, I'm just happy to be working with the people that I am.